In the mid-1800s, there were few colleges that women could attend.
But the western Louisiana town of Mansfield was home to the very first female college west of the Mississippi River. Dave McNamara takes us there in the heart of Louisiana.
It was a time when finishing schools that taught social graces were one of the few options for young women who wanted a higher education. But in 1855, the western Louisiana town of Mansfield became home to the first college for females west of the Mississippi River.
So the Methodist Church decided we need to teach young ladies how to teach children, how to be teachers. And they started building these colleges from Virginia down this way.
The Mansfield Female College offered a 2-year normal degree for aspiring teachers.
So they could come here, get the normal degree, or continue for 2 more years to get a 4-year fine arts degree.
Dan Reach manages the Female College Museum. You can see how it might have looked more than a century ago.
And this is what a typical dorm room would have looked like. However, there would have been 2 to 4 young ladies in a room this size. And they didn't have closets, they had these travel trunks.
Tell me about what this college was like in its heyday.
There would be about 90 people here with a support staff, teachers, students, and they had a middle school level children that they practiced on. They call it the lab students.
Families of former students have donated all sorts of memorabilia. Some of it dates back to the school's early days before the Civil War. Scrapbooks, diplomas, school catalogs, class rings, and photographs. The female students played music, had a touring glee club, and theater productions, along with the academics. And when the school closed for 2 years during the Civil War, it became a hospital that helped treat some of the 3,000 wounded soldiers, both Union and Confederate.
Well, that's a convalescing Union soldier. Made that for the little girl at the house he was staying at.
There were ambitious plans to expand the college in the early 20th century. But with the Great Depression, the Mansfield College merged with Centenary College in Shreveport. This 1930s diploma came from one of the final graduations in Mansfield. The museum occupies a building that became a private home after a fire heavily damaged the college's 3-story main building in the 1940s.
It's an Edison gramophone. It predated the Victrola, and Thomas Edison developed this. The records are actually wax cylinders.
There are artifacts on display that weren't part of the college, but take visitors back generations.
It shows people what a dynamic town this was at one time and how forward-thinking we were.
And it also shows the success of young women who are finally getting a chance at a higher education. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
The Mansfield Female College Museum is open for visits Wednesday through Friday. For more information, log on to heartoflouisiana.com.